Howdy, y'all. This is Proverbs 3 in the ESV for June 3, 2023. My son, do not forget my teaching, but let your heart keep my commandments. For length of days and years of life and peace they'll add to you. Let not steadfast love and faithfulness forsake you. Bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart, so you will find favor and good success in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord, turn away from evil. It will be healing to your flesh and refreshment to your bones. Honor the Lord with your wealth and with the first fruits of all your produce. Then your barns will be filled with plenty, and your vats will be bursting with wine. My son, do not despise the Lord's discipline, or be weary of his reproof. For the Lord reproves him whom he loves, as a father and a son whom he delights. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom, and the one who gets understanding. For the gain from her is better than gain from silver, and her profit better than gold. She's more precious than jewels, and nothing you can desire can compare with her. Long life is in her right hand, and in her left are the riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She's a tree of life to those who lay hold of her. Those who hold her fast are called blessed. The Lord, by wisdom, founded the earth. By understanding, he established the heavens. By his knowledge, the deeps broke open, and the clouds dropped down the dew. My son, do not lose sight of these. Keep sound discretion, wisdom, and discretion, and they will be life for your soul and adornment for your neck. Then you will walk on your way securely, and your foot will not stumble. If you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Do not be afraid of sudden terror or the ruin of the wicked when it comes, for the Lord will be your confidence and will keep your foot from being caught. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to do it. Do not say to your neighbor, "Go and come again tomorrow, and I'll give it," when you have it with you. Do not plan evil against your neighbor who dwells trustingly beside you. Do not contend with a man for no reason when he's done you no harm. Do not envy a man of violence, and do not choose any of his ways. For the devious person is an abomination to the Lord, but the upright are his confidence. The Lord's curse is on the house of the wicked, but he blesses the dwelling of the righteous. Toward the scorners he is scornful, but to the humble he gives favor. The wise will inherit honor, but fools get disgrace. Late night. And apparently it's a good breeding spot because I caught some company hanging out over here in the bushes. So, that's fun. Everybody's got to have a place to be, though. It's all good. It's a beautiful night. Full moon, strawberry moon. That just peaked under an hour ago. So, super awesome. If you get a chance to check it out, do so. And if you see this late, sorry. Just admonishments here. But specifically things that a lot of people know. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. It's trite because it's right. You know what I mean? Like, it's good advice. That's why you probably heard it an awful lot. Here's specific advice on tithing, or, a call to tithe, not advice. But honor the Lord with your wealth and with the first fruits of all your produce. Then your barns will be filled with plenty and your vats bursting with wine. So, yeah, tithe, give offerings. And I'm constantly running into the Lord's reproof. I try to not be weary of it. It's one of those like, oh, it's tiring. Well, if I was just a better guy, maybe I'd run into less reproof. So if I seek the things I'm supposed to seek, maybe I'll run into the things I'm not supposed to be doing less, so I won't have to be reproved as often. I don't know. Not a lot's jumping out at me simply because, man, the thing at the bottom is bothering me. Toward the scorners he is scornful, but to the humble he gives favor. I don't know, man. What's this? Day 3 going into day 4 of Pride Month. And it's like, cool rainbow, guys. I think we had one of those. Where have I seen that? Oh, in the covenant God made with everybody. Cool. And I just, there's so much out there where it's like, look at me, approve of me. And it's like, I don't. Well, don't worry about the standard to which I hold myself. And don't ask me. And don't put yourself in a way that is preventing me from having my liberty with my own kids and family. Food for thought, and then we'll call it an early one for tonight. Everyone in America loves to chirp and chime, right? Separation of church and state, state, secularism. Where did that come from? Where did it come from? Well, Thomas Jefferson. No. Where'd that idea come from? Well, the Enlightenment. Nope. Back that up. Where'd that come from? The Colonel, as I heard it put today, now I have 3 books by one heavy-hitting historian author that I'm looking forward to be reading. So if anybody wants a book club with me, let's talk it out in the comments. We'll order some copies and we'll do this. Tom Holland, and the book was Dominion, but he's got a book before it and a new book after it. The notion of 2 separate things, science and religion, or church and state, secularism, that's thanks. The acorn that planted that tree was when they thought they were going to get Jesus, and they asked Jesus about paying taxes, and he gave them, and said, give me a coin. They gave him a coin, a denarius, I believe, and they said, who's on this coin? They said, Caesar. And flips it back to him and says, then render unto Caesar what is Caesar, render unto gods what is God, or what belongs to God. All right, you can unpack that from there. That's a small seedling. Well, Caesar is God. Caesar descended from a gods, right? That's their bloodline. So in Rome, there's no separation of church and state. There's no separation of religion and state, religion and science. There's none of that. Religiones, those are the ties that you have to do to the gods. Those are the things, or your requirements. So you're emperor or you're a general, guess what? You're going to make sacrifices on certain days and do certain rituals because they've been done for centuries. There's no, that's for the priest, that's for this, that's for that. They're one thing. The Indian culture, there's no division there. Oh, the democratic Hindu state, Hinduism is a function of British colonialism in India, trying to describe in English words what they were seeing. In Islamic countries, is it day 4 of Pride Month right now? Weird. Why? And it's not, bigoted religion. That's all beside the point. There's no separation of church and state. Thank you, Christianity, for your right to disagree, deviate, and have Pride Month. But instead, there's all this vitriol and hate. Where do you think this came from? And as far as, the TikTok crew going around talking about, like hetero norms and things like that are new. Well, number one, that's kind of how we got here. That's kind of how we progenate as a species. So, like, not the weird one, not the 1% version. Let's go back Roman times, right? The pater familias. So, like, the dude that ran the family, not the Cosby family, the nucleus like we're used to in America, but more like the Sopranos, the family, the bigger family unit. And guess what? The only division in that family was free and not, and you meaning like subjugated and slave. So if you are a younger person in that family, you live and die by that person's judgment. And guess what? That includes sexual access, Man, woman, boy, girl, infant, anything, anytime. And that was normal. That was not good or evil. That was normal. The emperors to which notes are made say he preferred only women. Like a foible. Like, huh, that's funny. Or another one, he prefers only men. Well, that's weird. Because you just whenever, for whichever reason you like and is expedient. And there was no, like, I'm digressing. The point is the right to disagree, the right of people to have a secular function outside of Christianity, to have a choice of Christianity, is because of the choice they were given in Christianity and its massive influence it had across the world. There are many discussions we're having in America that we could not even be having if not for 2,000 years of unfolding. Worth reading. If anybody wants to read it with me, let me know. I've gotten heated. I feel like I need to go back and check my language now because this stuff gets me riled up, because it's not live and let live. It's live, acknowledge me, do as I want you to do, and clap for me. So we're living in a weird time, and people are reacting to it on both sides. But nobody's talking about the historical context in which we sit or any of these points. And I guarantee you, if I trot this out to some of the people that I have these discussions with, I'll get a, nuh-uh. Okay, let's read this book together. Ooh, no, I don't read unless it's like subtitles on TikTok. No, fam. A book with primary sources? What do you mean a primary source? Like there's only one source? Yeah, I got a lot of vitriol, but like I've got high standards. So do better, everybody. I don't know. Go with God. Be blessed.